Watford 1, Newcastle United 1. I'm Alex Hurst for True Faith. This is my instant reaction. I watched the game. Very disappointed. Very disappointed again. Different reaction this week because I'm disappointed because Newcastle have drawn a game they really should have won. One of the few times in Bruce's 95 fixtures in charge of the first team at Premier League level anyway, that his team probably dominated a lot of the game and deserved to win. Having said that, couldn't beat Villa, couldn't beat West Ham, couldn't beat Burnley, couldn't beat Leeds, can't beat Watford despite dominating the game and creating 5 or 6 gilt-edged chances. Who are you going to beat? Getting really concerned. I'm going to Wolves next week. I'm concerned that if we made a newly promoted Watford team look very, very dangerous towards the end of the game, couldn't put them away, couldn't score more than one, couldn't keep a clean sheet. If we don't win at Wolves, who are we going to beat of the football club? Seeing the fixtures we've got coming up, if the scene our December, it is absolutely essential Newcastle United win that game next week. Formation was much, much better this week. I'm pleased that we're finally playing a formation that actually fits the players, that allows attacking players to play in attacking positions in attacking parts of the pitch. However, it shouldn't take 6 games of football and a whole pre-season organising around that formation, playing that formation, training, assuming they do some training in that formation, to just rip it up. It's pathetic. It's probably the 3rd or 4th time Bruce has done it in his reign here. It's like everything's got so shit, I have to tear it all up and start again. Then we'll see a gradual improvement with the back 4, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. And eventually we'll lose a couple of games where we'll play Manchester United or Spurs or someone like that. And he'll just go back to 5 at the back. There's no long-term plan. There's no planning beyond the next game. I thought there were some good performances today. Miguel Almiron playing in an attacking position, in an attacking part of the pitch. Unsurprisingly, looked like a really good footballer. He probably could have done better. In fact, not even done better. I think he was side down by Danny Rose. I thought that could have been a red card. There was no one there. No one was catching Almiron. That could have been a red card, definitely. I thought St. Maximin looked lost. He was his usual self. He did very well to intercept the ball right on half-time. He should have done better with. Longstaff should have done better with. But ultimately, he's not a striker. Joe Linton was Joe Linton. He had one shot straight at the keeper. Apart from that, I can't understand how he gets a full 90, 95 minutes as he does every single week without fail. Willock was more in the game, was more like the Willock would know from last season. Missed a couple of big chances, didn't he? That chance at 1-1, it's 1-0, sorry, it's a great save by Foster, and it's a tight-ish angle, but you'd expect him to score there. He's then lost the lad. He's lost the player running in at the back post. Was that a bit of fatigue? He hasn't trained all week, or he hasn't trained the latter part of the week. Was expected to be out, according to Bruce, until after the international break. He comes on, he plays 80-odd minutes today. Could he have been subbed before the end? I think so. I think Watford, because of a concussion protocol, made 4 subs before we'd made a single substitute. That's classic Steve Bruce. That's Steve Bruce all over. Not proactive, reactive, making subs too late in the game to try and affect things. But ultimately, Newcastle have drawn a game they should have won. I don't think Watford are a good team. You know, who comes up from the Premier League, from the Championship to the Premier League, and is a good team? Very few teams do it, so it's not a dig at Watford. If they stay up this season, I'm sure they'll be really happy with that. I thought Newcastle played all right today. They played better. They played a better formation. Still a lot of players playing out of position, but ultimately they haven't managed to win a game. They should have won by 3 or 4 goals. That's a concern. That's what teams who get relegated do. Newcastle's previous relegations, both seasons under Ashley, were consistent in having games in them that Newcastle should have won but drew, should have drawn but lost. And that's a real concern for me. I take very few positives out of today. It's not a good point particularly. I think the balance of play in the game shows it's not a good point. It should have been all 3 points for Newcastle today. And ultimately, I don't know where Steve Bruce goes from here. He'll probably cling on to his job. He probably clings on to his job with another reasonable performance at Wolves next week. If he gets beat, does he get sacked? I don't know. It's not fun at the moment. It's not enjoyable. I didn't enjoy the game today. Steve Bruce, I've not heard what he's got to say. He'll probably have more to say about how he really enjoyed the game, and it was end-to-end. That game was pure Championship. It was a Championship game from 2 teams that might well be playing in the Championship next season. Thanks for watching. If you like this channel, you like my videos, please subscribe to this. We'll have a full podcast for you tomorrow, which is Sunday. Myself, Pete Davey, who was in the UAE, and 1 or 2 others. Full debrief of the game, talk about what happened, why it happened, and where we'll go next. Thanks for watching.